Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. This is Tamika's Den. I am Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. It is Self Care Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy first of the month. Okay, it's the first of the month. It is also April Fool's Day. I don't know if people still celebrate that. I remember back in the days we used to be, child, every minute somebody had an April Fool's for you. I hope everybody is having a beautiful Saturday, enjoying their Saturday, a restful Saturday first and foremost. I don't know if anybody's even in here yet, but let me know if you are in here, if you can hear me and see me clearly. Okay. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Okay, my mic sound nice, check one. My mic sound nice, check two. I don't know if anybody is here. You guys told me that y'all wanted these self care videos live. You enjoyed it the last time, so the people have spoken. And I'm trying to give the people what they want and give y'all a little, self care, positivity. If this is your first time finding my channel, I normally do self care Saturdays, giving you self care tips, self care ideas, positive affirmations. Stopping the stigma on um, you know, depression and mental illness, breaking the silence on it and giving out, facts that I think can help us all. And that's what it's all about. It's about preparing ourselves for this week that we about to go into as we end one week and start the new week. On a new day, us just taking time out and remembering that first and foremost, we have to always remember to breathe. Breathe in, okay, inhale that confidence, exhale that doubt. That's always at the top of the list, guys. Okay, so you always will hear me talk about that. Some things that I say might sound repetitive to you, but when it's all said and done, trust and believe that I'm telling you that for a reason. Okay, the reason why it is repetitive is because that's how we learn. The more we repeat things, the more we practice things, the more that it becomes second nature to us. Okay, we will start to do it without even realizing that we're doing it. So of course I like to mix it up. Sometimes I may talk about things that have to do with chronic illness, chronic pain, you being sick, you having somebody that's sick, because believe it or not, um that of course is a stressor. And dealing with depression, anxiety attacks, panic attacks, you know um I'm sorry, I don't know why my freaking mind is going blank, but insomnia, just the different things that we can have as far as mental illness goes, kind of goes hand in hand. Like our mental and our physical go hand in hand. So you'll notice that when you suffer with depression, a lot of time you'll have back pain, right? And of course, if you're a person that has a lot of pain, then that can make you depressed, especially if you was used to being able to move all around, keep yourself busy, work a lot of hours, go to school and do different activities, and now you can't do it. That's going to make you depressed. Taking care of a parent, a child, a spouse that has different ailments, that can make you go through different types of depression, right? And then being depressed can also make you physically sick. So we do have to be taking care of both. We have to be paying attention to both. Most times we're going to probably look at the things that are physically wrong with us way before we would look at, what I'm saying, some of the other things that could be wrong. And we even put off the physical too. So the first and foremost that we always have to do is basically put ourselves first. Okay, it is not selfish to do self-care. It is absolutely a necessity. Okay, absolutely, you have to come first, right? You have to put the oxygen on your face first before you can put it on anybody else's. And so that's the way you have to look at it in terms of taking care of yourself and making sure that you're doing everything for yourself. And of course, you're gonna always hear me talk about breathing, right? And I know you probably say, like, well, we breathe anyway. What the heck you talking about? But no, we have to literally take time and take a breath. Inhale, child, slow, and I need it today. Okay. Hold it and then let it out. If you could do that every day for 5 minutes or every couple of days, whichever amount of time you could do it, when you can do it, just try your best to. It makes such a big difference. Just taking that little bit of time out the day, Just, you know what I'm saying, for you to relax, relate, release, meditate, breathe. You need it because some days it's definitely more stressful than others, okay? So we got to keep that in mind all the time as well. Um so today the main things I wanted to talk about was triggers, right? What triggers us. I wanted to go over some triggers with you guys. I also wanted to talk about, of course, positive affirmations. We usually either started off with that, ended off with that. And I also had some self-care tips for you for mind, body, and soul. Um, so yeah, that's what we getting into today. So of course it is self-care Saturday. And you know, this is the place. You are in the right place. This is the place to be. Okay, Tamika's Den. If anybody is watching on Facebook or Twitter, I can't see your comments, but I appreciate you for joining us as well. Hopefully, you like the content and you want to come on over to Tamika's Den and subscribe if you are so inclined. Okay. We know that you are in the right place. This is my happy place, my happy space where I could take a moment just to be, you know what I'm saying, chill, calm, cool, collective, gather my thoughts, gather my mind, get myself together, and not have to be feeling overloaded as we sometimes do. And of course, it is good vibes only, positive vibes only. We don't want no negativity. We want to go ahead and throw that right on out the door. Okay, we ain't got time for that. And as I was saying before, self care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's something that we have to do and we must do for ourselves. Now we are officially closed for self-care, and I really hope that you guys are hearing me because I would hate for to be doing this whole video and then find out it don't got no daggone sound. But we are gonna start out with always be kind to yourself, always take care of yourself, always count your blessings, always treat yourself well, always respect yourself, always value yourself. Always be there for yourself. Always be happy with yourself. Always think good thoughts. Always, you know, better yourself. Always be patient with yourself. Always push yourself and always be yourself. Period, point blank. Okay. And also self care. I know a lot of times you probably hear self care and you'll think, oh, that's a woman's thing. But no, that's a human's thing. Okay. I don't care if you're a man, woman, child, whatever. We all need a little bit of self care. Okay. So I know the fellas probably be like, oh, she talking about self-care. That's for them women. Okay, no, it's not just for us. But we're gonna, like I said, touch on a little bit of things of like what triggers me. So what triggers me? It could be many things, right? It probably is some of the things that's on this list, and it's probably many more things that's not on the list, right? But some things could be I felt excluded, I felt powerless, I felt unheard, I felt scolded, I felt judged, I felt blamed, you know, I felt disrespected, I felt a lack of affection, I felt I could speak up, I felt lonely, I felt ignored, I felt I could be honest, you know. Um I felt like the bad guy in the situation. I felt like I was forgotten. You know, I felt unsafe with the situation that I was put in. I felt unloved. I felt it was unfair, the situation that I was in, or something that I had to deal with. I felt frustrated at times, disconnected at times, you know, trapped, a lack of passion, uncared for, manipulated, and controlled, right? And I'm sure that you guys could probably add a whole bunch of other things. So it's good to know your triggers. I have became way better with knowing certain things that's going to trigger me, certain things that's going to, you know, get me upset. I can kind of read it a little bit more now after having years of, you know, therapy and just doing a lot of different work on myself, and where I'm at a level now where it's like, oh yeah, okay, I already know this is going to get me upset. This is going to bother me. I'm not going to let that mess up my day. And so as time goes on, you will definitely get to a point where you can know your triggers ahead of time, and that helps you to be able to deal with things way better. Hey LSW, can you let me know if you can hear me? Because child, I've been here yapping and yapping and yapping, and I don't even know if anybody can hear me or not. But I've been keeping it going. I said I was going to try to, do these lives at least once a month with these self-care videos. So here I am. And I was just talking about things that trigger us. Okay. Okay, thank you. I was talking about things that trigger us, and us being able to see it and know it and kind of deal with it in a different way than we may have before. And I was saying that I personally have got a lot better with my triggers. And so, I was just talking about some of them. Of course, I said it could be way more than what's on this, list. So some things was powerless, being unheard, feeling lonely, feeling ignored, having a lack of affection, feeling like you being disrespected or judged or scolded, definitely feeling unsafe, feeling forgotten, frustrated, disconnected, trapped. Like we could go on and on and on. But I definitely have came from a far where I used to be, where now I kind of know the triggers and I know how to eliminate certain people, places, and things that is just not going to be good for me and be healthy for me, and be like, nah, okay, I'm good on that. And so moving on to the next thing, I just wanted to say you deserve, okay, all the good things. You deserve to um I'm not gonna read everything on this list because this list is long, but I'm gonna say a few of them. You deserve to be, doing well. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be healthier. You deserve to be succeeding in your dreams. You deserve to be, respected. You deserve to be appreciated. You deserve to be valued, to be secure. You deserve to be cared about. You deserve to remove all worries and doubts, from your heart and your mind. You deserve to have everything you want and get everything you need, okay? That is what we trying to do up and around here. And also, just giving you 12 positive affirmations that you could say every morning that you wake up. So of course, you may not remember to say 12. Maybe you say one, you say three, you say five, whatever you can. I always tell you guys, as long as you take one thing away from here and hold on to that, okay? You're not going to remember everything by heart. But should you want to, get to know some of these more. Usually, whatever I talk about in these videos, I have up in the community tab, I have up on my social media. So, you can always go there and just save it and, print it out if you wanted to, or look at it on your phone, on your computer, on your tablet. We have so many different options these days. So, oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I usually do. So that way it's easy for people to be able to have some of these for themselves. Usually, I share them on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and I do put it in the community tab now that I have the community tab too. But I've been sharing these up there on social media for like over a year, even before I started the YouTube channel. And as the YouTube channel has been going, I always try to take time out. Sometimes I was doing these weekly, sometimes they're bi-weekly since it's been so busy, and because not that many people really was watching them as well, I started doing them once a month. But no matter what, this is always going to be something that I'm going to touch on and talk about because it's something that's important to me, and it's something that I think is just very important in general, and I want to spread as much awareness as I can. So with these 12 positive morning affirmations, the first one is today is a great day. Okay. Today is a great day. Like as soon as you waking up, whatever your routine is, you go, you wash up, you have your breakfast, whatever have you, maybe you say your prayer. Somewhere between that, okay, before that or after that, whichever way you want to do it, just try to practice and get into the habit of waking up and saying, today is a great day. I'm happy to be alive. Okay. I'm happy to be alive. There is only one me. There is only one me. Okay. I am a leader. I am a leader. Goodness is coming to me. Goodness is coming to me. I am enough. I am not other people's opinions of me. I have great ideas. Um, My possibilities are endless. I create the life I want to live. I create the life I want to live. I will accomplish great things today. I will accomplish great things today. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. Just keep saying it over and over and over. You can close your eyes and say it, however you want to do it, and just keep doing like your breathing exercises. Make sure you inhaling, taking a breath in, holding it, and then letting it on out. So then we have this is the last one I'm gonna end it off on. This is basically 15 ways to practice, self-love. So we start with our minds. Write yourself a love letter. I'm sure you probably have wrote somebody else a love letter before, but now you're going to write it to yourself. Tell yourself all the good things about you. Tell yourself everything that you love about you, and just all the positive things you feel about yourself. Uplift yourself, right? Then number 2, make a list of 10 things that you're grateful for. So, try to think of 10 things that you are grateful for and write those 10 things down. I think I need to do that one today because this week has been a rough week, guys. Okay, this week was a doozy on me. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. And yesterday was really a doozy, and I'm so freaking tired. So when I finish with these videos today, I'm going to take much needed self-care for myself. The things I tell you guys to do, trust and believe I'm doing them myself too. I'm not just telling you about it. It's not do as I say, don't do as I do type of thing. No, I actually do these myself. And I have positive affirmations that's up on my wall that I wake up to every morning. I could look at it. It's right next to my bed, so I can't miss it, and I could go ahead and say them. So trust and believe. I'm not just telling y'all this to be telling y'all this, and it does work. You will notice a difference over time the more that you keep practicing it and doing it. Another thing is make well, I did say that, right? Make a list of all the things you're grateful for. So also buy yourself some flowers. You ain't got to wait for somebody else to buy you the flowers. You could buy the flowers for yourself. There's nothing wrong with treating yourself and getting yourself your own daggone flowers delivered to you, okay? And maybe you want to reread a book that you read that's one of your favorite books, but you like, oh, I haven't read that in a long time. The same way you would go back and maybe watch a TV show that you haven't seen in a long time, or watch a movie you haven't seen in a long time. That's one of your favorites. You could do the same thing when it comes to your books as well if you choose to, right? And we also talked about creating vision boards before, right? We talked about that in the beginning of the year. A lot of times with resolutions, I feel like people don't really keep up with those so much. But with a vision board, you can just kind of put whatever your goals are, whatever, your dreams are, whatever things you want to accomplish, and put things that are realistic that you think are not going to be too hard for you to do on your vision board. And then, try to cross those things off one by one if you can. So, I know it was a few people that told me that they have been creating vision boards for the last couple of years. Some people said they never did it and they was going to try it. But if that isn't something that you already doing, that may be something that you're interested in starting. Um, then the next thing, of course, is we have to practice self-love with our body. We have to be taking care of our bodies, right? And pampering ourselves and treating ourselves, whether it's a spa day, whether it's a massage, um, all that good stuff, right? And then we gotta have maybe a walk for 30 minutes. I usually try to go outside every day and go for a walk, at least around the block, a walk to get a coffee or whatever, even if I don't have, anything specific that I'm going outside for. I still try to do that walk. You never know what a difference that makes. Also my favorite, taking a long, relaxing bubble bath, y'all. That's my favorite. Okay, I will take a nice hot bubble bath or Epsom salt bath in a minute, child. It is such a difference. Okay, if y'all are not into baths, get into it. Thank me later. You will so enjoy it. Okay, and Um, try relaxing with yoga. A lot of people are into yoga. A lot of people, say that that is really good. And also nourish your body with a healthy meal. Okay. And, sometimes we got to have a little cheat day too, but we also got to take care of our bodies and try to be healthy because, as we start getting older and as we start having injuries, child, and aches and pains, honey, it'll be a different ball game. Okay. So, thank you, Daria. I appreciate you. She always stops through. Yes, it has been a rough week for me, LSW, and I appreciate, the love and the prayers, okay? But I'm hanging in there. If I was in a different space, then if I didn't have these tools that I use to do this self-care, because when I get up here, this is a help to me, and I'm hoping that it's a help to you guys. Like I said, even if it's with one thing or another. So when I get up here, this is a help to me too. This is my therapy, in a way. So I could kind of relax, relate, release. I'm trying to let go of the things of yesterday and say today is a new day. We starting over fresh. Whatever was yesterday is already gone. Today is here and tomorrow is yet to come. So I still try to push through and, practice what I preach. I can't just be up here telling y'all things and then, in the background, I'm over here doing something completely different. At least I try not to. So, we also have to take care of our soul, okay? Create loving, positive affirmations for yourself, slow down, be present and mindful. Sometimes we so busy, especially here in New York. I don't know where some of, the rest of you that may watch this live, but in New York is a busy city, honey. And then just most places in general and most homes and families, you taking care of, the kids, you taking care of your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your sister, your brother, your friend, your spouse, and you forget to take care of yourself. You get so caught up in all these things. You go on to work, you go on to school. So you'll be like, I don't have time to take care of me. I wish I could take care of me, but I'm too busy. But it's like, no, you're not. Because if you get that busy where you can't take care of yourself, then you might end up pushing yourself to getting sick where then you're going to be forced to sit down and take care of yourself then because you wasn't taking the time to take care of yourself before. So we have to kind of remind ourselves of that, y'all, even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is. Trust me, it counts. It makes a big difference. It may not seem like it does, but it really does. Hey, Nita, thanks for stopping through. I'm trying to get some self-care tips. Okay. Yes, LSW. You be like running around like a chicken with your head cut off, and before you know it, the day went past, the week went past, the month went past, and you still ain't stopped to take care of you. And we can't have that. You gotta stop because if you don't, then like I said, sometimes you'll start to get physically sick in different ways. And then it's like now your butt gotta sit down. Now you ain't got no choice. Now you in the hospital or you on, medication or whatever different things like that. Or God forbid, even, something worse than that. So we want to prevent it from getting to that level. We want to be paying attention before it gets there and taking care of ourselves the way that we need to. So also make a list of 10 things um that you love about yourself. So the first part, when we was with the mind, we was saying to make a list of 10 things that you're grateful for. And now when we're down here with the soul, we're saying to make a list of 10 things that you love about yourself. Okay. What do you love about you? Okay. And then we have unplug for a whole day. I don't know if some people could do that. They could be like without social media for the whole day or don't answer your phone for a whole day. Sometimes I gotta do that. Sometimes I gotta shut everything off. I don't want to be bothered with nobody. I don't want to see nothing on no social media. I just want to, have my quiet time to me, have my peace, watch my movies, watch my TV or whatever. You gotta have a day like that. So I don't know. That might be harder for some people than others, but that's something that we got to try to do too as well. So I don't know, like what you guys normally do, but share it if you have any things that is something that you like to do for yourself. Um, that helps you when you feeling stressed. I know for me, even though sometimes now doing YouTube is a little different because now I'll be watching TV for, move to do TV show reviews and movie reviews and things of that nature. But in general, movie and TV shows, music, that's usually my common place. That's something that I've always got my enjoyment from. So I could just go and watch me some comedy movies. It depends on the mood that I'm in, which type of movie I want to see. And you know what I'm saying? Make myself laugh or put on some music that is going to make me be in a good mood. That's always kind of been my two places that I would go to, outside of maybe saying, a prayer or meditating, sometimes even just playing rain sounds. Like I'm a person that love water. So you give me a pool, you give me a jacuzzi, you give me a beach, you give me a boat bath, anything that got to do with the rain, long as I ain't got to be out there in it and now make my body hurt. But I love the rain sounds. Like I love like a waterfall type of sound and stuff like that. Yes, very important. So that's something that relaxes me. So, you got to find the things that relax you, and whatever that is, that's what you stick to. That's what you keep, doing. Said, I work out, shopping. Okay, yes. Listen, sometimes that helps too. Okay, tends to help you. Yeah, sometimes, when you shop and get yourself some nice things or get something nice for the just your surroundings, where you're gonna be. If you change up your bedroom, change up your house, sometimes that make all the difference in the world. Make you feel more relaxed and more at peace. That's what it's all about. It's about you having peace. It's about you kind of relieving that stress. So if that's an outlet that you could use for that, then definitely, absolutely. Trust me. Okay. Nita said listening to music, um painting, cooking. Okay, releases for me. Yes. It's crazy because I used to cook all the time, but now that I got these injuries, I can't cook the way I used to. So baking always was something that used to relax me, and I used to like doing it because everybody would basically be like, oh gosh, I love your pies, I love your cake, I love this mac and cheese and lasagna is the bomb. And then seeing people happy while they eating the food would make me happy. But I can't get in there and throw down the way I used to. So I actually want to start trying to get back into cooking a little bit, and maybe even do some type of cooking thing up here on YouTube. I don't know. I'm still trying to work that out. But yeah, that actually used to be something that relaxed me as well. Sometimes I used to go on like these boat rides that they had in the summer that just, was like around the city, little party boat. That was always a nice enjoyment, just seeing the city and the, lights at night and stuff like that. Definitely will calm me. And again, that's something with water, right? Being on the boat. So anything with water tends to calm me as well. Um, yeah, music. And I used to always be reading, whether it was going to library to get books. I got a big bookshelf that got all kind of books on it. All the, and I like all genres when it comes to reading, music, and movies and TV. I like a variety of genres. I don't like just one type, so just me. But yeah, I definitely used to get a lot of enjoyment out of reading. Actually, writing too. I haven't been writing as much either since I had got injuries, but I've always written poems. And I'm actually trying to, I think I was mentioning that to you guys before. I'm trying to type up my poems and get them published. I would like write short stories and, a little novel and things of that nature. And that's actually kind of calming too. So yeah, whatever you feel like is your space that calms you. It could be many things. That's what you go to have that outlet. And you have to have something, and you have to take the time out for yourself. So whether you're going to do it once a week, once a month, you're going to do it a couple of times a week if you can, a couple of times a month, whichever way you can fit it in. Just don't forget about yourself. That's just basically the whole, main objective. Somewhere in there, you got to fit in there, because if you're not okay, you're not going to be able to take care of whatever people that you may be taking care of, whether it's your kids, your spouse, your parents, your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, whoever. You can't be any good to them if you can't be good to yourself first. So sometimes you might have to remind yourself of that. And then like I said, just keep practicing, 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 practicing. The more you practice it, you'll come one day and be like, Dad, yo, I just did that without me even thinking about it. That's not something that I would have done before. You'll slowly start to see the change the more you practice it. Because trust and believe, there's days when I'll be like, "Oh, I'm in a different space now because baby, I wouldn't have did that before." And I'll be, kind of having like those aha moments where it's like, "Okay, so I am getting a little better with this." It's not gonna happen overnight though. You can't expect that just because you did it this week or you did it for 2 or 3 weeks. Like, well, I don't see no change, so ain't nothing different. Must be not happening. No, it's gonna take you some time. Okay, definitely does not happen overnight, but you will eventually get there. So just to kind of go over what I talked about before, because not too many people was in here when I first came on. Let me see. Just to kind of like, follow up. I started out with always, and just saying that you guys are always to be kind to yourself, to take care of yourself, to speak to yourself, to count your blessings, always treat yourself well, always respect yourself, always appreciate yourself, always value yourself. Even the days when it get hard, I know some days can be hard. Always be there for yourself. Always be happy with yourself. Always try to have good thoughts. Always think better of yourself. Always be patient with yourself. Sometimes we are hardest critics. We the hardest on ourselves sometimes than anybody else can be, and sometimes that's a good thing, but sometimes that could be a bad thing too. You got to give yourself grace. You got to be patient with yourself, but also push yourself, but know what your limits are and what how much you can do, right? And then just always be yourself. Be true to yourself no matter what. Some people gonna like it, some people not gonna like it. That don't matter. Okay. Long as you like it and you happy, that's what matters. Okay. So that was something that I talked about. Um I also kind of went over things that trigger us. Of course, I'm sure there's a whole bunch more things than what's on this list that could be a trigger for anybody. And I was explaining that I have come to a place where I know my triggers. I know the people, the things, and the places that's going to trigger me. So I try to avoid them and stay away from them and, be very conscious and, very aware of that. Whereas in the past, I didn't used to know so well. Hey, Shabazz, thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. Yes, Nita. We have to always, 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 you know, put ourselves first, believe in ourselves, push ourselves because listen, ain't no some people ain't gonna do it for us. We gotta do it for us. Okay. We gotta do it for us first before we could do it for anybody else and before we can expect anybody else to do it for us. Okay, and that's I'm telling y'all this from experience, okay? I ain't just telling you because it's something I read about. And then, of course, like with the triggers, it could be you felt excluded, you felt powerless, you felt unheard, scolded, judged, blamed, disrespected. You felt the lack of affection. You felt like you couldn't speak up. You felt lonely. You felt ignored. You felt like you couldn't be honest with somebody. It's so many different things that could be triggers. I don't know if you guys are at a place where some of the triggers for you, but you felt like you were the bad guy in a situation. You felt forgotten. You felt unsafe. You felt like the situation was unfair. You felt frustrated. You felt trapped. You felt a lack of passion. You felt uncared for. You felt manipulated. Okay, controlled, used and abused. Okay, they don't got that on the list, but I'm just saying it. But like I said, it could be many things. Okay, some of the things that they have on this list and some of the things, many, many, many other things. That's just examples. So it's good for us to be aware and to know some of the things that trigger us so that we can know not to just be, around certain things. Okay, guys. And as time goes on, trust me, you'll start to know the difference with that if you don't already. And then something else we touched on, and I didn't like read everything because I said this is a super long list, but if you want to be able to see the list, I was explaining that I do normally put everything that I talk about up here on social media. And sometimes I put extra things on social media that I don't get a chance to talk to up here. I'm always posting about self care, positive affirmations, mental health, depression, panic attacks, anxiety attacks, insomnia, you name it, I'll be putting it up there. It's on Twitter. Now that I have the community tab, I put it in the community tab. Sometimes I share it on my Facebook page as well. Yes, Nita, Twitter. Okay, I don't know how many of y'all are following me on social media, but I am Tamika Dens everywhere. Okay, my cousin talked me into getting, Tamika Dens pages for all the social media because I'm not really a social media person, but I do get up there and share a lot of positive affirmation, self care tips, self care, um ideas that we can do and things of that nature. Sometimes I'm sharing trailers and movies and, of course, my videos from YouTube too, but I definitely do always share those. Even when I'm not doing videos up here, I'm always still sharing something about self care up there because that's just how, important it is to me that I always kind of want to speak about that and shine a light on that. Just so you guys can know. So even when you don't see me do a video up here, you could look up there just in case you want some positive affirmations, some self-care tips and things like that. You could look on my social media and find it there. And then you just deserve all the things, okay? You deserve to be doing well. You deserve to be happy, healthy. You deserve to be succeeding in your dreams. You deserve to be respected. You deserve to be appreciated. You deserve to be valued. You deserve to be secure. You deserve to be cared about, okay? And you deserve, to remove all your worries and doubts, okay? We don't have time for that. Thank you, Nita. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all for stopping by. And yeah, that's why I put it out there. So just in case if anybody's interested, I know some people like it, some people that's not, they think, but for whoever can receive it, that's what it's there for. It don't cost nothing to share some positivity and some things that can, be a reminder and can help you and uplift you. We all in this together as far as I'm concerned. So, and these is the things that I had to practice and use that help me in different ways. So it's like if I could help somebody else in that way, then why not? You know? And then I also talked about, just having positive affirmations in the morning. There's a gift that my sister-in-law gave me that's on my wall, like a little plaque that has positive affirmations, and I keep it right next to my bed so that when I wake up in the morning, that's the first thing I could see. And, I could go ahead and say my affirmations. So I was saying, like, whether it's, before you wash up and have your breakfast or after, but sometime during that morning, okay, even maybe driving on the way to work, whichever way you could do it. Just take time out and just say, today is going to be a great day. Today is going to be a great day. Today is going to be a great day. However many times you want to say it. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be alive. Then, there's only one me. There's only one me. There's only one me, right? Ain't nobody else could be me but me. I am a leader. I am a leader. I am a leader. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I have great ideas. I have great ideas. Whatever it is, you just keep saying it over and over and over to yourself. Maybe you do that on your drive to work, in between you listening to your music. If you a person that like to listen to the music as you driving, you could just keep saying, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. All the way there, okay? Trust me, you're not gonna probably, like I said, see the change just magically because you said it a couple times. It's gonna all disappear and be okay. But the more you keep doing it, it is gonna make a difference. You definitely will see. You know what I'm saying? Some of the Thank you, LSW. I'm glad. That's why I try to do them. I always say if I reach one person, that makes a difference. That's one more than it was, what I'm saying, yesterday. So I take it. Yes, you have to remind yourself and, just that's why I said it's kind of repetitive. Some videos you may hear me talking about literally the same things, and you may be like, well, why is she talking about that again? We heard her saying that already, but being repetitive, practicing it is what's going to help you. Just like you would practice your driving test or practice a test for school or for work or whatever. We're practicing taking care of ourselves, and then it just becomes a natural thing to you that you do without anybody having to tell you. Just like they say, oh, it's like riding a bike. Once you know how to ride a bike, you don't forget. It would be the same thing with this. So if we keep hearing it and we keep practicing it and we keep saying it, it's going to just be something that's going to be second nature to you. Whereas now, when you're not doing it on a regular basis, is something that you may find to be hard to do and to keep up with. But it's really not hard if you just keep practicing it. So that's really the whole point, you know? And then we finished off with the course, just me talking about, the 15 ways that we could practice self-love. And that was, writing a love letter to yourself, making a list of 10 things you're grateful for, buying yourself some flowers. Okay. We ain't got to wait for somebody else to buy us the flowers. We can buy them for ourselves. And, rereading your favorite book, of course, doing a vision board, which we talked about like in a couple of my other self-care videos. Me and Nita even talked about vision boards on her channel when she did a self-care a mental health check-in. And then with our bodies, we want to pamper ourselves. We want to treat ourselves to that massage, to that spa, to that hair, to that nails, whatever it is. Okay. And this is men and women. Like I was mentioning earlier, some people may think that, oh, self-care, that's for women. No, it's for human beings, period. We all need it, and we all got to take care of ourselves, no matter man, woman, child. Okay. And then having like a walk for 30 minutes, relaxing in a bubble bath, doing yoga, trying to treat, yourself to a healthy meal. Okay. Sometimes we can have that little cheat day too. And then, of course, creating love and positive affirmations for yourself, and slow down for a minute sometimes. Okay. Be present and be mindful. That's so important as well. And then, she says, this is very therapeutic for me. I'm glad I caught the live. I would have watched the replay anyway. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was up here for a minute, felt like I was talking to myself, but I still kept going. I didn't even know if people could hear me. I said it'd be crazy if this whole video is silent and I'm busy running my mouth. But I do, appreciate y'all for coming in. Usually these is not that long. Usually I just do little recap videos that's maybe, it could be anywhere from 3 minutes long to 15 minutes long or something like that. But I did do a live last month, and some people said that they liked the live and that they wanted me to do it more. So I said I would try to do it like once a month. So typically these are not that long. I just try to get up here and talk to y'all, about these different little things, and just give y'all some reminders, do a mental health check-in, let y'all know I'm still here, we still here, go us. Some did not make it through the week, and we did. So we got to take advantage of it, and if today is not a good day, that's okay. Some days it's just not going, every day is not going to be a good day. Yesterday was a really tough day for me, but today is a new day. So I'm trying to leave yesterday behind. Okay. We can't go back. We can't change that. So, but also make a list of 10 things you love about yourself. And if you can, unplug for a whole day, and then also meditate. If you can meditate, some people say it's really hard for them to meditate, that they can't quiet their mind. Trust me, I'm an overthinker. I think all the time, child, 24/7. And if I can meditate, you can meditate. Trust me, because it's all about practicing. The more you practice it, the more it will become a natural thing for you. But you can't think you're going to just do it 1 or 2 times and then be like, oh, that didn't work, and go with it. You still got to try to at least take maybe 5 minutes out of every day. And before you know it, it's going to start happening for you slowly but surely. And then you may be able to do a little longer, a little longer, a little longer each time, Oh, you out eating? Nita, enjoy. Shoot, I wish I was out eating. Okay, I'm about to find me something to eat off of after I get up off of here. But yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about with you guys today. I so appreciate those of you that was able to, come in. If you didn't catch it from the beginning, then when you get a chance, catch it on the replay. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to your girl. Okay, I'm trying to get. Next stop is 700, but I'm trying to get, on the way to 1,000. Hopefully, eventually, that is the goal. Of course, if you are not following me on social media, like I was mentioning, it is Tamika's Den on all social media platforms. So, follow your girl. If y'all guys have any like self-care tips that you guys can give me, things that y'all do that help y'all and stuff like that, listen, I'll take it. The more the merrier, and I'll share it, with other people too. Because I do try to mix it up and have like different things, different topics. I don't want to talk about the same thing every single time. But some things you will hear me, talk about that I may have already talked about before. So it's usually like a mixture. Like I said, sometimes I could be telling y'all about different illnesses that people have, because a lot of times, like I said, when you're sick and you're dealing with a family member that has illnesses, or you have illnesses yourself and injuries and different things of that nature, that plays in a role in how you take care of yourself. And it also plays a role and you sometimes becoming depressed and different things of that nature. They really go hand in hand a lot more than people know, right? And so I just try to shine a light on all those different things. Sometimes I'm telling y'all about, different stuff that have to do with depression, insomnia, anxiety, panic attacks, triggers. Other times I'm just maybe focusing on positive affirmations. Other times I might be just focusing on self-care tips, self-care ideas. So I like to mix it up. But at the end of the day, it's all about us educating each other, uplifting each other, being there for each other. And yeah. And just spreading awareness. That's what it's all about. And spreading love. We all in this together. So, we all gotta kind of encourage each other and uplift each other, right? As much as we can. So that is basically, um what I got. I know that's right. Oh God, don't trip. I said it. Said a new cannabis shop opened in Jamaica Ave. Okay, black owned. A little poof ain't never hurt nobody. I know that's right. I ain't mad at it. Don't trip. Don't. I said it. Oh gosh, thank you so much, Nita. Thank you, Zaria, for always coming through. Thank you, LSW. Um, I don't know if I missed anybody, Shabazz, thank you so much. Y'all guys, I really do appreciate y'all. So, like I said, I didn't even want to stay on this long, because I am going to come back at 4:30 for what you should be watching, okay? That is like when I tell you guys movies that is coming out for this month in movie theaters and streaming services. So I don't know if any of you guys can come back. Okay, I'm going to take a little break in between, get me a little refreshments and something to munch on for a minute, because I'm starting to get hungry myself. But if you can, I know today is Saturday, and I appreciate y'all taking time out of, part of your Saturday. If y'all don't have anything going on later at 4:30, then come back for it. Get your snacks and your little drink or whatever and come back, so I can tell y'all some things that y'all could be looking forward to for the month of April that's coming out in movie theaters and streaming services. And if you can't catch the live, that's okay, because it'll be here for the replay. And just let me know, replay game that you came back through, and if you watch, anything that I told you guys about. So that's what I got, y'all. I so appreciate y'all for coming through. I'm very, very thankful for y'all. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Keep the promises you make to yourself, ladies. Okay. Peace and love. Yes, Nita. Yes, yes. Definitely keep the promises you make to yourself, guys. Forget about promises to somebody else and promises that somebody else, made to you. Think about the ones that you made to yourself. Okay. But that's what I got, y'all. I'm gonna talk with y'all at 4:30. Okay. Wait, let me see. Somebody else had put a comment. Um she said, right, Nita got us all hungry now. I definitely am hungry, but I don't usually eat in the morning anyway. That's a bad habit I have. See, that's something else I gotta work on with myself. So usually this is the time that I start getting hungry. So I'm definitely gonna go get me a little something to snack on. But thank y'all for coming through. See y'all later. See you, Talise. going on with this? It's stuck. It's stuck. They don't want to let me go.